everyone, it's Carrie and welcome back to another video. If you guys don't know me, my name is Carrie. I am the owner of Traveling Pony Studios, which is a small crochet business that I made to help pay for my horses' vet bills. And then this year it is continuously growing. I do all types of YouTube videos, so if you want to check out my channel, I do like, oh goodness gracious, market overviews, crochet with me vlogs. I sometimes post a tutorial here and there, and I do all types of stuff. And today's video is gonna basically be what I have crocheted recently. Now I'm gonna say I have not been as good as I have been in the past with separating. So usually I will separate my makes into one separate box, and that way I know like specifically how much I made, but I have slacked a little bit on that. The main reason is just because I have 3 boxes right now that I'm crocheting into. So I have one box that is for the store that I am currently set up at. I have another box that I am making that is for the store that I will be opening next month. And then I have a third box that is for my markets. So that's just my easy way of like knowing what's going where. But the problem is that I don't quite know exactly how much has been super recent. I've got a pretty good idea, so I will most definitely miss some of these things, as well as some of these things have also gone to stores. Like I know I made like 6 Yodas or something, and 2 of them have already gone off to one store. So it's like a little bit everywhere. But I think what I'm gonna do is I've got the 2 main boxes that have my current new stuff in them. So we're just gonna roughly go over everything that's kind of like in those boxes, and essentially that is basically what I have crocheted. I think in the last, I think it would technically be 2 weeks, so it's not going to be like, oh, what I crocheted in a week, but I got a little bit behind with recording the crochet with me in a week videos because I was trying to do other type of videos and everything. So we're just gonna make do with what we got. So we're gonna start with the big box, I think, first. Because of the fact that I'm going through 2 separate boxes, there will be repeats. So I might say like one box has like 1 duck, for example. And then by the time I switch over to the next box, there's gonna be 2 ducks. So just keep that in mind. It's not gonna be like, oh, in total I made 10 or 15 or 5. It's gonna be separate. To start us off, I have 4 of these squids. So I made a dark blue one, a light blue, an ice green, and then a lavender. And I'm just bringing one of each to the store because I really don't know how they'll sell squids for me at markets. I might sell 1 each market, so I'm not certain, but I went ahead and I made 4. I have 1 duck that is going to the store, so I made him with this little ice green little floaty. I'm considering making 1 mallard for the market and 1 mallard for the store, but it's just really, I think, gonna be on timing and how much I have, but I have this guy at least. I made 2 light blue hippos, 2 lavender hippos, and then 2 gray hippos. So I have 6 hippos in total. I might make a few of another color, but I think right now I've pretty much covered my bases. If I did another color, I would honestly probably do like the ice green because I have sold a few in that color, but I have these 6 to start. I have these 2 Yodas. So I'm just bringing 2 with me because I did sell them at the market, but I haven't sold any at my other stores. So just gonna start off with 2. I have these 2 pink whales to start and probably keep. You'll see that I like to bring 2 of each, and really the big reason is that way if something sells, at least I have a replacement. But for a lot of my larger items, I don't technically usually bring like 2, like the squids and stuff. I'm just gonna bring 1. The ducks, I'm just gonna bring 1 just because, wow, it would take me a lot of time to make like doubles of some of these items versus if it sells, then I'll just like quickly make it. But I'm only bringing like 2 of each of the small items, also because they take up less space, so I can bring a few more. I have 2 of these light blue whales. So pretty much the whale color that I need to make for the store would be 2 of the royal blue and then 2 of the lavender, which I'm gonna plan on making because there's a few that I need to replace for the market. But I kind of was getting a little bit sick of the whale pattern because I felt like the only thing I was doing was whales. It was kind of driving me crazy. So I'm still gonna do it, but I'm gonna probably push it off to a little bit later, or it's gonna be like a day where I really don't want to focus that much because I have that dang pattern memorized because I feel like in the last month I've done like 50 whales. I have 2 of my little pop-up mushrooms and I'll probably just bring these 2. They're easy to make, but I'll probably just bring these. I've basically made enough pop-up mushrooms to not have to make any more for right now unless something sells. So we're gonna start with these 2. I have one of my turtles in this green color and I went ahead and sewed the eye so it would be baby safe because I find that a lot of people when they're looking at turtles are also looking at turtles for babies. So I have been switching to doing a couple more sewn eye turtles opposed to the safety eyes just because I do find that a lot of people with babies tend to gravitate towards these guys. I have 1 leggy frog and I do need to make more leggy frogs. I'm actually running low on my leggy frog supply just for like my market in general, so probably I will set up a day just to do a lot of leggy frogs, but they are a pattern that I'm not like in love with just because it's not necessarily my style, but I do understand the importance of having a couple of them just to have a cheap item because I don't really price them for that much. But I need to make probably like, I don't know, 8 to 10 more so I don't have to think about them again. But I do have 1 for the store, so I'll definitely be making at least a couple more, and I might make a different color ones. I feel like even though they're frogs, I can probably get away with different colors. So I have 1. I have 1 loaf cat right now, so I will definitely be making the remainder of the colors for me. That's like a black and white, black, orange and white, tan, and then I'll probably do a gray and a white one. So I still have a few more loaf cats, but I at least made 1. And then I have these 4 possums. They have different color grays just because I honestly just depends on what gray I grab that day. They are not super big difference. There is a slight difference. One is a little bit darker, but I don't find that it really changes anything with the sales. But I do have 4 and I'll definitely be making probably 1 more. And I do know that I need to make more for my market. I think that between the store and the market, I think I sold out of all my possums. So I do need to make a few more possums to just restock in general. So basically that's everything I have for that box. So now we're gonna switch over to the market box. I have these 2 ducks. One of them has the ice green and then one has this blue floaty, and this is my first time doing the blue and I honestly love it. Like, I don't know why I never did a blue floaty before. I'm a blue person, so you would have thought, but it never crossed my mind. But I do have these 2, and like I said, I'm considering making a mallard. I do have 1 left over from my previous markets that's more of a cream color, so I feel like 3 of them will be all right for now. Honestly, the things with the ducks, I have had those ducks my last couple markets and they were not selling, like, at all. And then the market 2 markets ago, I sold like 3, and that was surprising because I had not sold any. And then this previous market, I sold 1, so that put me down to just having 1 left since I originally started with 5. But honestly, the other markets I attended, like, people thought they were cute, but nobody ever bought them. So I don't think I'm gonna necessarily have 5 with me at markets, but I feel like 3, like 1 or 2 yellow, 1 mallard, 1 cream or white will be like a good place to start. This is one of the new patterns that I tried this month. I have this zebra. It is my intention to probably crochet a horse or 2, but honestly, it just depends on timing. But you guys know I like to bring at least 3 new patterns to the market. I'm definitely gonna have more than 3 this time around, but this is one of the new ones that I'm gonna be bringing to the market. But I went ahead and I made this zebra, and it's super cute, and the color changes were a little much at sometimes. It was like, oh my gosh, I keep color changing. But I think the end result ended up being cute, and this is gonna be one of the new plushies coming with me. I have 1 of these sharks right here, and I actually have 2 more made, but I have not finished sewing them, so technically I have 3, but I have this one right here, and I have been starting to play around with the sharks more just because I do get asked a lot about sharks, but I wanted to find something smaller. Last market I brought the hammerhead sharks, and there wasn't a lot of attention for them, so I wanted to find something that was smaller and could be a little bit more affordable, so we're gonna give this guy a shot. He is definitely smaller, still requires some sewing, but I definitely definitely think I can keep the price point much lower compared to my other sharks that have all of the sewing, and then some of them even have where I have to sew all of the white on the belly. So this is not like that, so I definitely can keep it a little bit cheaper. I have these two, and then I have a third one right here of my monkeys that I'm bringing, and this is also, sorry, I'm promoting myself. This is the new pattern that's going to be releasing. I'm not certain when this video is actually going to be finished, but I do know that the pattern test room will already be done. But I'm hoping to have this pattern release either the 1st or 2nd of July. So these are the cute little adorable monkeys. I have one in the Sweet Snuggles Terracotta. This is Premier Parfait Chunky, and this is Premier Parfait Chunky 2. And I don't have monkeys. I didn't realize that, but I don't have any monkeys that I take with me. So I really badly wanted to do a monkey, and I couldn't find any that I really wanted to make. So I was like, you know what? I think I'll just try and make one, and it's still a decent size. It's just a smidgy little bit bigger than my mini cow, but I also got it to the point where basically the only sewing is like the ears and the nose. So I was like, yes, please. But I have these 3. They'll be coming with me to the market. I have one of my little bunnies, and I actually have 3 more of these bunnies made up, but I have not sewn them. So I at least have this one, and the other 3 are more of a peach coral color, but I wanted to try and get a couple of the peach and then a couple of these purples done. So I have this one to start with. I have 2 of the turtles in the same color, and the same thing, I sewed the eyes for these, so these are baby safe. It's a color combination I never thought of before, which I think I should have thought of before because it is truly like a turtle color. I always laugh because my turtles can either sell really well or really not, but then I also look and I'm like, I make them the most bizarre colors. I need to try and do more I need to try and do more neutral tone colors, but a lot of my stuff I really like color, so it just never works out that way. But I have these 2. I had an ice cream squid left over from my previous market, so I only had to make 3 squid colors. So I made the blue, light blue, purple, since I still have that ice cream one left over and didn't need to make another. I have 2 of these mallards. I am just restocking them. Honestly, I would say my mallards and my roosters are the best-selling ducks or chicks or bird things that I have, so I'm just kind of working on restocking, and it's amazing the difference between my mallards now and my mallards when I originally was doing this pattern, because I still have some left over because I batch made like 25, right? So I still have some left, and it's amazing the difference. My other mallards used to be so tall and so big, and I absolutely love them now because they are much more circular and the crocheting is much nicer, but it's a shock to the system, y'all. Like, I can't really believe the difference. I have 4 Yodas. So the previous market I took 2 and I sold out of the Yodas, so I decided that I would just double up and make 4. So I've got these 4. We'll see how it goes. It might have just been a fluke and like a one-time do well type of pattern. I've had that happen before, but I'm gonna bring them. We're gonna see. One of them fell. He ran away. I have these 2 mushrooms. This is basically just restocking the ones that I had sold. I think I had 3 right now in my box, and I like to keep 5 of these guys. So I have 2 of them to get me back up to 5. So I have odd numbers for the whales. So I have 1 light blue one, I have 1 royal blue, mainly just because I had 3 left over of these colors. And for the whales in the markets, I like to keep 4. I definitely just did my hand 5, but it's 4. And then with that being said, I have 4 pink whales. My pink whales are my best-selling whales, which was surprising because, I don't know, I barely sold any whales. And then I feel like these last couple markets, I've been selling them a little bit more. Maybe because it's summertime. I don't really know, but I have these 4 pink ones, and this will restock my pink whales. Just like before, I have these 6 hippos, so I have 2 of the light blue, 2 gray, 2 purple, same as the other box. I was just doing it, and I was like, okay, might as well make them, because I'm pretty certain I have the ice cream hippo still left over. So these are the 6 that I made. This is something that I made, and I honestly, I don't know, it just didn't come out at all looking like I was gonna think it would look, so this is undecided. I think I'm gonna add things to it to make it look better. I don't know. I might add some stuff to try and make it look like a monkey. I don't want to talk about this. And then I also have this dinosaur. I finally gotten to the point where I'm pretty much getting low on my original dinosaur stock that I made, because I had made like, oh gosh, 10 or 15 of them just to have, and I've been like working through that stock each market. So I'm kind of slowly adding in the dinosaurs because they are easy enough for me to make when I'm like watching something and not really think about it. So I went ahead with this blue and this yellow because this is one of my favorite color combos. So that is pretty much everything that I have in those boxes. I have quite a few things on my table that need finishing. I've got, like I said, 3 of the baby bunnies, 2 more sharks, and I've got quite a few other things, and then I'll show you guys the one order that I did get this week. I made this light blue sunflower turtle that will be going hopefully to its home tomorrow, but I also made this week, and this was an order. So that is basically everything that I was able to crochet in the past, let's just say 2 weeks. I'm not certain exactly the date, but I was able to do quite a good deal, and I have a few other things that I'm gonna plan on continuing to work on for the upcoming market that is in July, and then also for the store. My plan is a lot of the larger items that don't sell probably in the market, I'll just take them and then put them in the store, because I think my next market is like end of August, so I should have plenty of time to remake things. But if you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe, like it, leave a comment. I always love reading everyone's comments, and then hopefully at some point I'll have another fun type of video like the last one that I put out. But I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.